Hello everybody, welcome to Amar's Game Chat. I hope you're all doing well and staying safe. I am Amar, and today is the day that we've been waiting around 20 months for, being the Pokemon Legends ZA release day. So I'm very excited. Obviously, we got a bunch of Pokemon plushies watching this video with us. But the main focus of this video is to unbox the game. So this is my Pokemon Legends ZA unboxing. I am very excited to get into the game and see obviously all the new Mega Pokemon, use some of the Mega Pokemon that they've already announced, like Mega Dragonite, but also like the Mega Kalos starters and Mega Victory Bell and Halucha and Malamar. I do have another part of this video that'll be at the end of unboxing the Sitting Cuties of Malamar, so make sure you stay tuned for that. I just haven't gotten it yet, but it's supposed to come today. But yeah, I'm very excited just for the game, to see Zygarde's story, full-on story, something that we obviously didn't really get with Pokemon X and Y, or, because I think the assumption was we were eventually going to get a Pokemon Z. Obviously, that never really happened, and then some of that story obviously carried on to Pokemon Sun and Moon, but, Pokemon X and Y, we met Zygarde there, and we're finally going to get Zygarde's story, which is really awesome. We're going to get, a little bit more about AZ. We're going to find out what had really happened in Kalos over the time period between X and Y and Legends ZA. So I'm very excited. And obviously, as I said, the focus of this unboxing, or this video, is to unbox the game. And the reason why I'm doing it in this way is because I received my order from the Pokemon Center, so I pre-ordered it from the Pokemon Center when those pre-orders went up. So the pre-order bonus for pre-ordering it there was for either a Sitting Cuties of the 3 starters, so Totodile, Chikorita, or Tepig, or a standing pin, which I have an example of right here. And I guess I have a Sitting Cuties of a Tyranitar right there as well, but this would also pretty much be the example. So I already have a Totodile pin, so I'm glad I wasn't, I didn't really wait to pre-order, because there was a 33% chance I could have got the same pin. I don't have a Sitting Cutie of any of the 3 starters in this game, so I'm very excited about that. I'm obviously rooting for Totodile, so we'll see if we get Totodile, but Chikorita, Tepig, Totodile, any of the 3 would be fine. And yeah, so let's get right into the unboxing. I've stalled enough. I'm kind of scared to see which one I get. But, we're going to use the Totodile pin to open the box here. Hopefully I'm not going to puncture anything, but I think it should be fine. Yeah, there you go. I got it open for the most part there. So my prediction is it's probably going to be like Chikorita. Eventually I guess I'll buy the Totodile Totodile Sitting Cutie, but we'll have to see. I'm just very excited. So we're all gonna find out at the same exact time. I think it's Tepig. I can kind of see the red, but that could also be the Switch 2 case. But I can kind of see the red there, so we'll have to see. I think that's probably it. Let me just cut the other side just to make sure I don't have to open up the pin again. But yeah, last second prediction. I think it's gonna be Chikorita, and we'll just have to wait and see. So we can kind of see it. It is Tepig. So we got a Tepig plushie. Very cool. I don't have a Tepig or really a Chikorita plush yet, so that's very cool. We got the Tepig Sitting Cutie right here. I think that's again very cool. We're gonna make Tepig join the crowd immediately. If I can figure out how to open the bag. Normally they have like a glued seal opposed to like something you have to like open. I think this is it. Yeah, this is it. Very cool. Obviously, again, I'm going to choose Totodile, so I wasn't basing my starter choice off what I got for the Sitting plushie, but still, Tepig is very cool. Let's put it next to Totodile right there. And then, obviously, we have our game right here as well. So we got Pokemon Legends ZA. I'll zoom in a little bit just so it's a little more clear. And then I'll also, put X and Y right here as well. My copies of Pokemon X and Y, which is very awesome. And yeah, so now it is time to unbox Pokemon Legends ZA for the Nintendo Switch 2. So I do have the Nintendo Switch 2 edition. That is the cover art right there. So very cool. Obviously, we see like the 3 starters. So we see Totodile, Tepig, and Chikorita. We see Mega Lucario. We see Emma. We see Pikachu. We see there's a lot of things that was going on in this art that we pointed out before when they first released it. But that seems like that's like the main focus. Obviously, we see Prism Town in the background right there as well. But Pokemon Legends ZA, Nintendo Switch 2 Edition. Pokemon Legends ZA, Nintendo Switch 2 Edition. I'm glad that they have, they do like the spine art now for the Switch 2 games. I think it's just very cool, very awesome. Opposed to like doing the red sidebar like that extends like the Nintendo Switch 2 logo and Nintendo logo. So Pokemon Company, Nintendo. And on the back it says action-packed battling like never before. Battle with Pokemon in real time. New adventures await in Lumio City. Mega Evolution holds the key. And then we see a bunch of screenshots, of the player character like using one of the action attacks, and then the other like both the male and the female player character using the different attacks. And then we see our protagonists right there. We see morning and night. So this is where you can catch Pokemon or focus on catching Pokemon. And this is where you battle. And then we see some cover screenshots. So we see the 3 starters there, AZ and Floette, Absol and Dragonite. Very, very cool. And yeah, so that's pretty much everything. Obviously, it's one player throughout. Very, very cool. And yeah, I am very excited to try out this battling system. This is obviously the first time the Pokemon series has done a battle system like this. So it's very, very cool. This is really like the first time. I guess with Legends Arceus, they also changed it up a little bit, but like they've dramatically changed it this time, and I think that's just very, very cool to see see them do that. If I can, I'm not trying to. Oh, there you go. I wasn't trying to puncture like the case or something, so I wanted to be a little careful there. But yeah, I'm excited again. Actually, action-based system, action-based battling system. It's just something that's really like it's new to the Pokemon series. I'm excited to see like where it will go after this game. If they bring it back to like Generation 10 or anything. But again, here's the game. We open it and okay, so I don't think there's any codes in here. I think these are advertisements, but here's the cartridge. So Pokemon Legends ZA Nintendo Switch 2 Edition. That's very, very cool. And then at least the booklets that are here, which is very cool that they included some booklets. That isn't really something you always get with the Pokemon games these days, or really any games these days. But it is talking about like the Battle Club, the ZA Battle Club, ranked battles, which is where you get right now. This is season 1, 2, and 3 is where you're gonna get the Kalos starter Mega Stones. So that's very, very cool. And then okay, so it's an advertisement on Gardevoir, which is really cool because I'll look in my 2 cases, but I think I still have the advertisement for Torchic in there as well. So this is also just a regular advertisement for NSO as well. So that's very cool. We got a advertisement telling you to make sure you redeem your free Ralts that you get on Mystery Gift. So, which it comes with the Gardevoir, right? Which is right there, showing that. Very, very cool. It's very cool that they're giving this away. And then inside, ooh, that's very cool. They have like a type chart. I can study this again, try to remember all of the different typing and matchups and everything. That's very cool. Very cool. So we see like fire is super effective against grass, and then like grass is obviously not super effective against fire, but it's super effective against water. So that's very cool. And then they have a little example there with Pikachu, Tepig, Totodile, Chikorita, and Zygarde, 10% form, I believe. That's very cool. And then it's showing you how to get your mystery gift right there. So that's very cool. Obviously, I think like most of the Pokemon games, like you don't get the mystery gift until like 2-3 hours into the game. So I won't be using Ralts for probably for like the first 2-3 hours. But I don't have the game here because I was playing X and Y a little bit earlier. But yeah, I still have the advertisement for Torchic. So that's very cool. I think it's also here. I bought this copy pre-owned, so I'm not sure. This one has the manual for X and Y as well, but yeah, it also has it here, so that's very cool. I'm very excited about that. That's something interesting. I think they maybe did that with Scarlet and Violet and Sword and Shield because they both had their own distributions, but it's cool that they're doing it here at least. It's a little bit of a callback to what they did with the Torchic. And I believe they also did like in earlier games with like Victini and stuff. They probably have an advert in those cases. But yeah, that is everything that I have to show off for this part of the video. Obviously, there will be a little bit of an extension to this video, opening up the my friend Malamar little plushie that they're selling on the Pokemon Center. But until then, or until really the end, this is pretty much like an outro. I'll do probably another outro after that part. But I hope you all enjoyed this video. I hope if you're getting Pokemon Legends EA that you enjoy the game, no matter if you're playing it on the Nintendo Switch or the Nintendo Switch 2. And until next time, I hope you all, again, have a great time playing the game, or just have a great day and rest of the week. And I will see you in the next one. So make sure to make you happy, because I'm Generic Happy, or my previous name, Generic Happy, and stay tuned for the Malamar plush. But until then, until next time, see you all then. Goodbye. Yes, as promised, here is the very short end of the video where I am unboxing the My Friend Malamar from the Pokemon Center. Pokemon Center right there. This is about a day later than I recorded my unboxing for the game, so I've played the game a little bit. I had caught a shiny, which I will show you all just in a second. But yeah, here's the My Friend Malamar plush. They got a bunch of the Malamars with the hearts on the side. The plush right there, My Friend Malamar. The other side, pretty much the same as the other side. And then My Friend Malamar in the back. It says Pokémon Sitting Cuties plush Malamar. And then just a bunch of, addresses for the Pokemon Center. I mean, a Pokemon company and everything. Bottom, and My Friend Malamar on the top. Very cool. It's a very cool, at least it's a cool marketing thing for them to be doing like this. Obviously, it's not like if I can get it open, it's not like a super, because I think they were selling a Malamar sitting plush anyways before this, before the reveal of Mega Malamar and everything, and they just repackaged it like this. So very cool. Give me a second. I don't want to destroy the box, so I will open it nicely, and then we will come back just to look at the plush for a second. All right, so we're back. My Friend Malamar right here. I got the box open as best as I could, which is very cool. And then yeah, it's just the sitting plush of My Friend Malamar, which is very cool. It seems like it's just a repackage, because this is also just the thing that comes with all the sitting plushes. So My Friend Malamar, very cool plush. But yeah, the last thing I just want to show you all is I did get a shiny Pokemon. So as long as I'm not like in any story, not in any story content right now, so I can show you all. It's not a very serious shiny or anything, but it is a shiny Barbarian. Boy, that's not it. That's not the one. At least I heard. Yeah, there it is. I got a shiny. If you'll focus, Bunnelby. So it's very cool. Shiny Bunnelby. I caught it like just a couple hours ago, so caught it today. But yeah, very cool. My team right now is just it won't be my team for long, because I'm not planning to keep like Bunnelby and Mareep, and I mean I'm maybe Mareep, but like Bunnelby and Scatterbug. But Totodile, Fletchling, Bunnelby, Scatterbug, Mareep, and Ralts. I'll probably keep the Ralts and Totodile for now, and then Mareep's probably like very close to that, and then these other three, we'll see. But yeah, that is everything that I want to show you all today. And yeah, so I hope you all again enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. So make sure you do make happy, because it rhymes with my previous name, Generic Happy, and we got Pokemon Legends ZA, we got Tepig, and now we got 2 sitting plushes in this video. Very, very cool. But yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.